Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the gentleman for yielding. You know, I heard some of my friends on the other side of the aisle say no one wants this legislation. Nothing could be further from the truth. The survivors of sexual assault and harassment want this, and we should listen to them. H.R. 4445 will restore access to justice for victims of sexual assault or harassment who are currently locked out of the court system due to forced arbitration clauses. These clauses are everywhere. They block survivors from making their stories known, having their day in court, and prevents them from holding their abusers accountable. Some of the stories we heard in this hearing were horrific of the kind of abuse and assaults and demeaning behavior, and those predators knew that they were protected from being held accountable because there were forced arbitration clauses, often accompanied with provisions that kept those proceedings private. And so this legislation, this private system forces survivors into a process, this forced arbitration, that is not like a court system. There's no discovery, there's no judge or jury, there is no requirement that they follow laws passed by Congress or the states. And when you, as I said, combine that with non-disclosure agreements, it silences the survivors of sexual harassment and assault. Plain and simple. This bill will end it. Predators rely on that silence. As long as their actions are hidden, they're free to act with impunity, and we heard evidence that's in fact what they do over and over and over again. This bill will end that. And I want to thank the sponsor of this legislation, Congressman Sherry Bustos, who has made this her life's work since she got to Congress. This bill will help millions of survivors who have had the conduct that they've complained about unaddressed and unanswered and kept quiet. And it will end that practice. We heard testimony about the founder of Cicilline, the CEO of Affinity, who actually started an arbitration and invoked the clause because he knew that would keep the proceedings secret and his abuse would go unaccounted for. This is disgraceful. This should be a unanimous vote. Everyone should want to put an end to this practice. And I urge you to vote yes on H.R. 4445.